just a slight update with my life. So if you guys watched my previous video, that was me going out with the Realcare baby Emerson, and I went shopping and bought lots of Hungry Caterpillar things. So I bought this little onesie with I love her and then the Hungry Caterpillar, and it's actually grey on the front, but it's all stripy on the back and also on the little sleeves, and it joins up stripy here. I then bought the cutest little rattle, which is of course Hungry Caterpillar. I bought a ring rattle, which is Hungry Caterpillar. I actually already have one of these, but I turned it into a toy which hangs off the pram now. And then I actually bought 2 of these little teaser play toys, because they're the cutest things on earth. I bought one, I wanted one like maybe for the cot, and then one for like a pram toy. So I'll show you what I've done so far. A bit about that. I also got a little Hungry Caterpillar cuddly. So I put him in there next to the Hungry Caterpillar head support that I made, with the Hungry Caterpillar capsule cover, which is on the origami frame, and the Hungry Caterpillar toy that I put onto one of the clips, like a little pram clip thing, and he stays on there. And that goes next to my other Hungry Caterpillar pram. That's the other little rattle that I was telling you guys about. I have that one, and I just made it into a toy. Just a disclaimer here, I do not work for Reality Works. I have never worked for the company, and that's why I was just gonna tell you guys how I got my information about everything that I know about these Realcare babies. I just want to do an update on this little guy first off, about his arms and legs. So a little while ago, I lubricant in his arms, which was basically a clear lip gloss kind of thing with no flavour, no smell, nothing like that, in his arms, because he was making like a bit of a noise. He still is moving freely without noises. It's not the best movement, but also he does have long pants and long shirt on, so I feel like that's also restricting his movement slightly. But he's not making any noises, and it's not like it's super hard to move his hands or the limbs. So that is a good sign. Just going to jump on in to as why I know so much about Realcare babies. And the honest reason is that I like them. Back at school, we used to have them. We had the Generation 6, the older version, and that actually came to my house twice before I was even in high school. So my neighbor had it. The second time it actually came to my house was one of my brother's girlfriends bought it here for the weekend. I think it stayed for one night. They actually went down the road and left me with the baby, so I had her in my little dolly pram, had her all safe, and she didn't make one noise the whole time they were gone. Between like 1 to 3 hours, I honestly can't remember. Old enough to be left with it, and like my mum was there with me, but I just remember like waiting for it and it never did anything. And I put the ID in a really safe spot, so I put it like on a pram toy that clips to the hood. I like clipped the clip over the band and then clipped it onto the hood, and I couldn't find it when it started crying when they got home, and they're like, it was fine. She just turned it off because our school let us take the controllers home. That is another reason why I know so much. We had 2 Generation 6 babies. We had a Caucasian female, and then we had a light-skinned African American male, and we had the little blue controller that we're allowed to bring home with the baby, so if we needed to, we turned it off. And also we took the key home, so again, if we needed to, we were allowed to turn them off. That was huge because we could play with the controller, see what it did, all of that stuff, and our school was really lenient, so we were able to take them if we wanted to. We could schedule in the time that we wanted to, all of that stuff. So me liking them and me having the access to all of that stuff, I just started learning. So I started watching videos of everyone that had the 2+ babies with other schools, and I was so jealous. I really wanted to have the newer baby because I hated having to put the ID in the back all the time with the Generation 6. I loved that you could just scan it across the front of the newer babies. So I was like, how am I going to do it? How are we going to get new babies? I tried to get my teacher to buy them off eBay. She was not keen. She was like, what if they're damaged, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, that's fair, cool. So I started fundraising with my school. So pretty much it was myself and another friend. She just got dragged along. She had no interest in it really. She had actual babies at home of neighbors and friends and all of that, and her siblings had babies as well. So the dolls were nothing exciting to her. She was just genuinely coming along to help me out, I guess. We went and did speeches in front of people and like a group, and they ended up donating a lot of money to our school, which allowed us to purchase the babies. So we ended up getting a pack. They actually gave us enough money for 3, which was really nice. So with that, I got to choose one of them, which I chose the Hispanic female, which is what I have. And then the second one, I said, we already have the Caucasian female, so I think we should get a Caucasian male, which is what I have now as well. And then I said to the girl, which baby do you want? So I let them all choose, and they chose the Japanese female. So we got the Realcare 3 babies at our school. This is a long time ago, by the way. I'm 4 years out of school. So this was like 5 years ago. When we got the babies, I was called to the front office. Like I told them, you have to call me. I need to know when they get here. Yep, no worries. They called me to the front office. I went and got 4 boxes because we actually got a 4th doll, which is a shaken baby. So it's exactly the same size as this baby. It has the same body, but the head is actually clear, and that baby is designed to be shaken like this. You have to shake them quite hard. Okay, so I got to open all of the boxes on my own. I'll put some of the photos in, I think. Hopefully even pass through the audio. I got to charge them up and play with them on my own, and after a few weeks of having them at school, I said, can I please take one home and have a turn? And my teacher said yes. So the very first baby I took home was a Hispanic female, the one that I got for school, the 3+, and tested her out overnight, and that was just super cool. Like I think I had a car by this stage, so I could like drive her home in a little car seat. I found like a maxi cozy on the side of the road and got a piece of material and put elastic around it and then cut some holes. But yeah, basically by this time I had full range of the whole thing. So this means I now have access to the software. I had the controller at school, had all of that stuff. So that's just how I learned. So through all of the videos online, I did a lot of research from the website themselves, and also hands-on, a lot of hands-on. I have no affiliation with the company at all. I've spoken to them, but I do not work for them. I just want to definitely point that out. This is a hobby and an interest of mine, and I will just I know I've already said it, but I will just let you know again that it's just a hobby of mine. I really enjoy these dolls, and I love the reactions when I take them out. So yeah, that's just a rough idea of how I got where I did and how I know. Also, a lot of my information has come from practicing, trial and error, just playing around with them. So I learn new things with these guys all the time. So the other day I learned something about the Generation 6. How I know about so much about Realcare Babies, it's just been myself wanting to learn. So I've just read every little detail and watched every boring video until I learned enough, and now I learn things on my own, and I like to teach you guys that own them how to do little bits and pieces and little tricks so that you can keep them working for longer, because these guys are hard to find. They are a secondhand product. They will always be a secondhand product because we can't buy them from the suppliers. I believe there was an issue with the suppliers selling to the general public, so now they will not sell to the general public, which kind of makes sense in a way. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you guys watching my videos, and make sure you do hit the thumbs up if you like the information in this video. And if you could subscribe, that would be great. I generally post Realcare videos every few weeks. If not, I'll be posting something reborn. But I do post a video each week. I sometimes try and post 2